weekend. We had some technical difficulties, but I think they have now been figured out. Welcome to the stream. I am Ken Breeze, Burling's Beard, and you are in the Beard Mines watching some Darkest Dungeon. We are going to be doing some Darkest Dungeon this week. I think we're going to be doing some Massive Chalice. We'll probably be doing some Shadowrun Returns. And also, hopefully in the future, we'll be seeing some RPGs, some tabletop role-playing being streamed from this page. From this channel? Page? Where am I? Who am I? I'm in some sort of alternate dimension of some type. A pocket sort of dimension is what I'm sort of understanding. I don't know. I'm just trying to keep it together at this point. It's tough to, know what to do sometimes, but, you just gotta keep trying and keep pushing, and that's how, all this will come together. So thanks for bearing with us. We definitely had some sound issues, but I think they're figured out. I am mumbling on air, and that's not great because I'm trying to multitask, and that's silly. But anyways, thanks again, everybody, for watching. This is only about we just started this Darkest Dungeon game. Our heroes are pretty low level, and so, what's going on here? Oh yeah, they're just giving us some tool tips here. So, I hate these little fungal artillery, and these guys are gonna start messing us up and blighting us. So I'm bleeding, I'm blighted. I don't have any more things. This is like the last battle for this dungeon. You should check out my other streams. I have some videos of the sort of quests and dungeoneering we were doing before this one. You can check those out on my channel. But for now, we're doing pretty good. We're not in super dire straits. It's not looking super great, but I'm not too worried just yet. Yes, so, okay, yeah, you're blighted, so let's get you some antidote to unblight you. I think I'm just going to keep raining down, hellfire, because why stop being offensive, right? Okay, great. So it sounds like everybody can hear me pretty well, which I'm very happy about. I just want to give a shout out to my buddy Hollywood, who has really helped me make this a possibility. So thanks, buddy. I really appreciate it. And I think as a sort of, thank you, really, I think that I'm going to actually change the name of one of my characters to Hollywood because, why not? Why not show a little love out there to the nomads of internet land? Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Time for you to die. Perfect. So you go down, and let's see if we can sort of just clean up this last fungal thing. Oh, Escape Cloud. I just love the names of all these abilities and these powers. They're so fun. Alright, yeah, we'll rock that. And goodbye. Okay, sweet. So, destroyed that guy, and we're done. But I'm going to continue adventuring so I can open up this chest. And I'm going to change this hero's name from Mormigil, which is actually the name of one of my characters in a D&D game I played, but I actually totally stole the name from a Tolkien character, and I will call instead this Crusader Hollywood in, to honor my buddy. So anyways, I'd love to name some other characters after any of you others who are watching the stream. So definitely let me know if you're out there, and maybe I can name a character after you. That'd be fun. Okay, so we're done now. Let's get out of here and return back to the hamlet. We got some good treasures showing up as far as I can see, and we're very happy with how everything is going. We are definitely sort of speeding now. Everything's looking really good. We got some experience here, and all the 0 level characters go up to first level, so that's big time. Hopefully none of them get too messed up. Ooh, Thanatophobia. That's some more stress. That's no good. We need to get rid of that. Fragile. Oh, that's really bad. But Beast Slayer's pretty good. And steady's fun. That's kind of negative 10 stress, but negative max hit points. Great. And a Warren's Tactician is sweet. Plus 5 damage in Warren's. That's good. Okay, cool. So we'll go ahead and return to the Hamlet now. And we'll sort of get ready for our next quest. What we do in the Hamlet, obviously, is sort of look at everything. Yeah, I have all these quest goals I still need to complete. Oh, sweet. The sanitarium has opened, though, so we can at least remove some of these quirks and stuff like that. Also, you can upgrade these places. Yes, let's go ahead and just upgrade these places immediately so that we can start to heal our people a little bit more easily. So, as you saw, Hollywood had some pretty bad, what do you got? Plutomania, Manic for Money. That sounds like the Hollywood I know. And -1 crit. So I think I'm going to actually get rid of the Manic for Money because that probably would mean that he would start to steal stuff during our quests. Also, let's take a look at what other heroes have come in. Oh, yeah. So we have our own Arbalister now. We like that. And whereas the sort of this the antiquarian is an interesting character, I actually am going to go ahead and grab one of these occultists because they're pretty badass. And then we got a Plague Doctor Rotgut Sensor. Awesome. We'll go ahead and give it to Gambit. So Gambit will have some, yeah, we'll give it to Gambit. Because Gambit is definitely the guy who uses his knife quite a bit. And this is a +1 ACC. Well, it's more like a plus armor class, but whatever. Anyways, okay, very good. So now we're full up, so we can't really hire any more heroes until we sort of upgrade the stagecoach. And oh yeah, we could do it. We can increase it to 16. Awesome. So we can increase our roster. So I guess I will grab this antiquarian then. So he will join our roster. Let's go ahead and see what we got going on here. Cyclops desperately needs to go to the transept and pray to a higher power to get rid of some of his stress. I think I'm going to sort everyone by stress, so it's just easier. Logan also needs some love. Psylocke will go here in the cloister. So in case you're wondering why all my characters are named after X-Men, I, for whatever reason, decided to watch the Age of Apocalypse movie last night. I hadn't seen it before, and it was interesting because I'd heard it sort of get panned, sort of almost critically. I mean, some people didn't like it, some people did, and it was okay. It wasn't great, but definitely wasn't terrible. And I definitely what can I say? I'm old school. I definitely saw the first X-Men film in the theaters, maybe even the first 3 of them in the theaters. And, it's a different, different thing. It was really nuts last night when I was watching the Age of Apocalypse movie to see Hugh Jackman interacting with yet a different Jean Grey. Like, it was just so weird. It was just sort of a weird moment to be all like, wait a second. So, but what was really cool was to see Logan in that film, and I know some people are like, "Oh, it's fan service or whatever," but it really was cool. Okay, so let's see if we can get Logan. Logan seems like a drinker, right? So yeah, let's get him into the bar. So there we go. He'll get rid of some of his stress. I also have McMoira over here, and let's just go ahead and she'll flagellate herself. That sounds about right, right? And all right, cool. So those people are all set. Okay, we'll throw Beast maybe into... Nope, he can't really do anything, so he's just going to chill. We also have Professor X, we have Gambit, we have Rogue, we have Dumpster Fire. I guess I sort of moved away from the X-Men names. But for this one, I don't know, do you guys have a favorite X-Men or something like that? Anyone I should maybe try and, I don't know, sort of name this person as? I'm wondering here. Yeah, let's rename them as... I always love Banshee, so let's do that. Banshee. And we got another character here. This is an occultist. I think that I will name him Von Richten. I've been watching a lot of Dice Camera Action, which is a great stream that Wizards of the Coast does, and Chris Perkins is the dungeon master on it, and they've got some really great players on it. Anna Prouser, blanking on last name, and Holly Conrad's on there. She's pretty great. Jared K. I can't remember his full name. And then was it Nate Smith is on there as well? I think his name is. He's great. But Chris Perkins, really amazing dungeon master. If you're into D&D at all, you should totally watch that stream. But anyways, well, you know what? I think I said it myself. So why don't we just call this Arbalester Perkins, just to give Chris a little love. All right, Chris Perkins, we love you on this stream. Okay, cool. So we've got our heroes pretty much set here. Let's see. Oh, we've opened up the other dungeon spaces. So we can go to the ruins, we can go to the cove, we can go to the Weald, we can go to the Warrens. Let's check something else out. I think I'm going to go to the Warren, or the cave, the Warrens? No, the cove, rather, the one that I am clicked on. We'll sort everyone by their level. So I'd like to have a good sort of mix of first and zero level on this, but we definitely need someone in the front rank, and it looks like all of our front rank fighters are actually in the sort of stress relief. Yeah, so here's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to improvise. So Professor X is actually going to take our front, and these are all combat missions, so this is actually going to get really hairy. That being the case, I think that I will take more level 1s and less level 0s. But the level 0, yeah, we'll actually, yeah, what do you got here? Okay, yeah, we'll try Banshee come along with us, see what we can do. This is gonna be gnarly, so let's see how this goes. There might definitely be some deaths on this one, but let's keep our fingers crossed not. I always like to grab 2 of everything on every mission I go on, just to make sure I have an extra. You can always sell things back if you accidentally click on stuff. Cool, so I've got 2 of everything. I've got 8 rations, 8 torches, and let's go see what happens in the cove. So we're loading up the cove, and here we are in the Beard Mines playing some Darkest Dungeon. Thanks for tuning in and checking us out. I'm thinking that we'll be doing sort of regular streams going forward. We'll definitely be doing Darkest Dungeon. I'm also looking forward to playing some Massive Chalice, as well as the Shadowrun Returns sort of game. I don't know if any of you played that on the Nintendo Entertainment System when it first came out, but it's been sort of done and updated, and new story content, and just super fun stuff. So that was like a Kickstarter as well, just like Darkest Dungeon was. I was so pleased. I mean, look at this place. It's like, I love the background graphics for this game. I love all the details. I mean, they've really created a really logical and just ironclad, solid sort of ecology for these worlds and for these places. Like, everything seems to go together. I love the details. I also really love how much sort of detail went into putting like the text that goes along. I mean, different characters say different things. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and buff this guy because he's gonna need it. So since he's being guarded, it means that I'll jump in and try and save him if possible. You're bleeding. You're bleeding for 2. Actually, let's go ahead and stun this guy so he can't shoot us, because he's able to shoot everyone if he wants to, which is no bueno. I also think that we are going to stun you if possible, yes. And so you're only taking 2. Alright. So, yep, so I'm bleeding. So these sort of highwaymen are very similar to mine. I mean, they're called brigands and cutthroats, but they're effectively sort of the same sort of powers as my own highwaymen. So he's going to get healed, and then he's going to cut you up, and you start bleeding. Very good. See, blanket fire. Yeah, this is exactly what I was worried about. And so now we're all sort of beat up a little bit. Yeah, let's just take this guy out. Ba-boom. Very nice. And let's go ahead and stun you if possible. Very good. So it's all about sort of like the strategy, right? I mean, if you just attack, 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 that's really not going to be able to do it. You want to be able to stun people. You want to be able to have people bleed with ongoing damage. You want to blight people. Like I'm going to blight this guy right now. Boom. So I didn't do any damage to him, but he's going to take blight damage. And, you know, not a ton, but some. And every little bit helps, right? Okay, well, I'm back where I should actually be, so I'm just going to go ahead and take that. And yeah, look at that sweet crit. Well done, Gambit. He's just throwing it down. All right, let's give this guy some more blight damage. Yep, so he's really sick. So he should basically just die right when his turn starts. So I'm just going to concentrate on healing people who need it. There you go. And that's exactly what happened. So because we have the antiquarian with us, we find sort of minor antiques with all the gear that we would otherwise find. So that's why I like to bring antiquarians with the group, because they're not very good fighters, they're not very good healers, but what they are good at is finding you tons of artifacts so that you make mad money. And so, mad money. And so the money is obviously helpful because you can upgrade things in your, like buildings in your hamlet. And you can also upgrade your characters or give them new abilities, just different things. So something tells me we're going to be fighting a lot of brigands here, so I'm just going to sort of get ready for that, I guess. Again, it's all about stunning people. The way I like to think about it is like I have 4 actions that I can do, right? They have 3 actions they can do, but now they only have 2 actions they can do because I stunned someone, right? So it's all about like cutting down on how often they are able to act and they are able to affect you. Because if you're able to sort of have that gap, that action gap, then you can obviously be sort of controlling the battle a little bit more thoroughly, because obviously you have more actions, and so you can sort of burn actions to either buff or heal, so it's not only attack, 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 attack. Okay, yeah. These guys are really great at being able to hit multiple enemies. They're also really great at making people bleed. They are not fun, that's for sure, but let's get some blight damage going. Oh no, I resisted my blight damage. Bad news. Well, let's take it where we can get it then, right? Focus fire and take the enemies out. Oh, that was amazing crit. We like that. Okay, so you're bleeding. We have only 1 of these left. I probably should have brought some more, I guess. But let's go ahead and take you out. Perfect. All right, we have 1 enemy left. I have a squad here who is definitely not super well equipped for battles and combat. But, you know, I took a risk and came here with them anyways, just because it's so fun. So let's see. Hopefully I can take this guy out pretty quickly. So he's bleeding. His blight resist is down. His bleed resist is down. So I'm just gonna try and just take him out. Perfect. Okay. So what is terrible is that this bleeding condition stays with our antiquarian as we move on, and he continues to take damage. I don't have any more bandages, but luckily I found a map that is super helpful, because now I can see ahead a bit more. Okay, so that's definitely helpful, because this is a dungeon where my mission is to complete all of the room battles. So there's no battles in these rooms, they're empty, but in these rooms down here there might be some battles. So I'm going to go check out this room over here first, since it seems like, oh, gotta eat some food, stay healthy. If you don't have any food and you're in the dungeon, it turns out to be pretty bad news. So this bas-relief, it can do different things, who knows. It leaves usually, Ruins Adventurer, like that. So that's a cool sort of bonus for him. So every time, or her as the case may be, who knows. Every time you go into the ruins, perfect. So there wasn't actually anybody in there. But there could be up ahead, so we'll see. My torch is getting very low, which is fine with me. Okay, cool. So we got some extra food here, so I'm going to use that food immediately on you to heal you. Okay, so check these guys out. So we've seen cultists before. They've got some different powers, and you can start to see the powers that they have once you've interacted with them. But this sort of fish person, this Pelagi grouper, if you will, we have not seen before. And so I'm actually going to try and take him out quick because I'm aware of what these creatures can do, and they do a lot of damage really quickly if you let them. I'm also going to try and stun this cultist so they can't stress damage us. Yeah, yeah, it's all about getting sort of the combos and tactics together. So you're stressed out, so you can't do anything. You're missed. I just want her to have some ongoing damage, so I think that we'll blight her. So yeah, once you sort of are able to understand how the sort of different character classes work together, it's pretty clear sort of what a balanced party might be, or an imbalanced party, which is sometimes quite better to go into a dungeon with quote unquote an imbalanced party just because you want a lot of blight, or you want a lot of bleeding, or you want a lot of stun, different things like that. Okay. So, oh, that's no good. And this guy can make people bleed. Oh, bad news. Okay, so we gotta just start doing some heals now. I think it's got to that point. And these guys are bleeding and blighted enough that they might die on their own. Yeah. So let's shoot you. Yeah, so she'll definitely die at the beginning of her next turn. So I don't even need to really attack her anymore, right? She only has 2 hit points, and she's going to take 2 at the beginning of her next turn. So I can sort of concentrate more on healing. Oh, I forgot. That's right. Gambit has this power that actually cures blight and cures bleeding. Ha ha ha. Whoops. It's a good thing to remember, isn't it? And so let's go ahead and protect this guy. Very good. And we'll just do heals for all. Very good. And at the top of the round, oh, I get another heal in, so that's great news. So let's just heal as much as possible while we have the chance, because, yeah, you die at the beginning of your turn. Very good. Okay. Oh, we got some good, oh, yeah, what does this say? Trampled journal, I am become vengeance. All colors will fill my mace. Very cool. Uh, uh-huh. Okay, this is just seeming to be the ramblings of a mad person. Very good. All right, let's light this shit up though, so that I have a sinking feeling there's going to be some enemies in here. Yep. So with a lot of light, there's a chance they might be surprised, but apparently these ones aren't. I want to stun these guys again so that we get a leg up on them. So my strategy is obviously pretty clear. It's like stun and then just sort of focus fire. So let's see what we can do. I'm probably going to focus fire on these fish people first because they can do just tons of damage if you let them. So yeah, welcome to the Beard Mines. If you guys are just sort of tuning in, I'm Ken Breeze, or Burling's Beard, whichever you prefer. You can find me all over the internet at Burling's Beard, and I'm just starting to do streaming, which I'm really happy about. So I'll be streaming Darkest Dungeon, probably streaming Massive Chalice, if you know that game from Double Fine. And I'll be streaming Shadowrun Returns as well. Okay, sweet. So now that I remember I can actually heal bleeding and blight damage with that power, that makes this making us bleed. Oh, finally, someone is at death's door. Look at that. Yeah. Okay, yeah, you're hurt. We get it. You're about to die. It's bad news bears. And let's see if we can figure this out. Okay, they all die at the beginning of their turn. Need to get healed. There we go. Okay, so no longer death's door, but this little death icon stays because you've been hurt. So it's like you are a little weakened now for the rest of the dungeon, basically. Okay, cool. 0 damage, but some stress damage. Not great. Again, it's always an interesting balance to sort of how much stress damage are you willing to take versus how much sort of real quote unquote damage are you willing to take. And the reason that's real is in quotes is because health only really matters in the dungeon, whereas stress really matters once you get out of the dungeon. Don't get me wrong, it matters in the dungeon as well. You can easily have full stress and start to go mad and do crazy different things. But it's something that you have to pay money to heal once you're in the hamlet. So if you can sort of keep it from affecting you too much while you're in the dungeon, it definitely becomes easier once you're outside of the dungeon as well. Oh, that dodge was definitely needed. Okay, I think everyone needs a heal at this point, so let's just go ahead and get everybody healed up. Yeah, I'm not super happy with how this is all going, but what can you do, right? Okay, so you're bleeding. I think what we're gonna do, yeah, you gotta take these guys out as quickly as possible. Okay, so yeah, just focus fire on them. So Darkest Dungeon is really good. I just love the backgrounds. Look at these monoliths. They're super cool. And it just, this is again the cove, right? So everything here is a bit more Cthulhu-y a little bit, right? Because it's so sort of, oh, I should be healing people. It's so, right, reminiscent of octopuses and fish and scales, etc., right? Anyways, that was well timed. I needed that. Okay. So, all these jabronis are dead. And we've got some fish, a fish idol here. I think, am I supposed to put holy water on it? No, yes, I am. Perfect. And now you're buffed. Okay, cool. Awesome. So I consecrated the fish idol. Oh, and see, even though I've been this way before, sometimes you'll have things that spring up behind you. Oh, God. So we haven't seen these creatures before. The deep stingers are bad news. They can stun us. And the sea maggots are bad news because they can blight us, basically. So let's see what we got going on here. These guys are a little bit more squishy, whereas the sea maggots have not a lot of hit points, but they're that thick armor. Okay. Hopefully they're susceptible to blight. In fact, they are. Good news. Okay. Yikes. I love how when these guys take their action and their sort of their tendrils come out, their pseudopods come out. And actually, if you look at the animation, it almost looks like a mouth trying to close, which is sort of cool. I really evocative for me. So I definitely am at a disadvantage here because I haven't brought any sort of like tanks, aka sort of crusaders, defenders, along with me on this dungeon delve. So we'll see what's going to be happening. Okay, yeah, let's just keep it going. So he should die at the beginning of his next turn because he's taking ongoing damage. Now you're stunned. Bad news, bears. Right, that guy dies. Good news. Takes some damage. So he'll die at the beginning, or rather, it will die at the beginning of its next turn as well. Okay, back on death's door for the Banshee. Ooh, whew. If you get hit while you're at death's door, there's a good chance that you're gonna die. But let's just heal this guy so he's not on death's door anymore. At least can take another hit if needs be. Oh, that was very helpful. That ongoing damage. So now we're just gonna focus on this guy. Disappointing. You disappoint me. Okay, that's done though, so that's good news. Alright, I think we actually have a pretty good chance on this fight now. I was a little worried there that we might lose somebody or might get into some dire straits, but it seems like we're doing okay. And remember, we weren't even supposed to have this fight. They just sort of crept up behind us as we were heading back in a certain direction. Alright, check this out. Yeah, plus 20 blight skill. Yeah, we definitely want to give you the blight, so that you can blight people very easily. Alright. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep them doggies rolling. Alright, so we continue back the way we came. Our mission is to complete 100% of the room battles in this dungeon. We haven't found many rooms that have people in them to fight. Which is, I guess, sort of a blessing or a curse, as the case may be. Ooh, but a map that will hopefully show us a little bit more of the dungeon. Yes, there's a fight there, and we don't know for the last room. Exciting, a mystery. We'll use our shovel to knock down this wall. Yeah, if you don't have a shovel and you're trying to knock down a wall, it's bad news, bears, because you have to take a bunch of stress damage, basically, to like pull down that wall with your bare fingers. Alright, we got some more loot here. Let's see what we got going. Oh, whoops, I actually am messing up the Antiquarian should be the one opening up all the loot because they're always going to find extra gear, extra loot in there with you. So let's see, blood-soaked pages, dark caves, drip, murmur. So again, this just adds so much ambiance to the game, and sometimes there you can find some helpful sort of tricks or helpful strategies inside the journal pages that inform gameplay, which is also fun too. So the team at Red Hook Studios just did such a great job putting this game together. I've just been so pleased with it all over the place. Oh, that's bad news though. Okay, so yeah, we knew Banshee was already on the ropes, and now this is bad news because Banshee now has 100, half of their strengths, and now they have become fearful. So that's not good. They are afflicted. They are going insane from being in a dungeon too long. This looks like bad news. Okay, now we have a real caster over here who's buffing people, helping them out, and we gotta try and kill these guys as quick as possible. This is gonna be difficult, but not impossible. We haven't seen this Phalange Guardian before, Pelagic Guardian before, um, but now you can see them there. They have a shield. They also do, yeah, they have this terrible weapon that does a bunch of basically think of like bleeding damage as it like cuts into you. It's pretty. It's like almost like a sickle or a scythe. Pretty cool. Again, I love the animations. I love the artwork of this game. It's so evocative. I mean, I'm at heart just I love tabletop role playing games, and this is very much is itching that sort of like old school Renaissance, like swords and sorcery scratch that I sort of have sometimes. So my highwayman, who's apparently supposed to be my tank, is super bleeding right now and quite hurt. Um, but we're focusing all our fire on their guardian, so hopefully he will go down. It will go down rather soon. But let's maybe. Oh, whoops! I forgot you're a guardian then. So you're stunned. So once he's stunned, the guard condition goes away, and that's great. So they'll die at the beginning of their next turn because they've taken so much of that damage. Yeah, let's keep this going and try, and we might just get out of this possibly. Uh, Possibly not, though, so we'll have to see how this all goes. Oh, there will be no blood left for the leeches. Again, I love the details. They really did a solid job on this game. And the other great thing is that Red Hook Studios continues to support the game. Like, I've been playing it for a while now. I mean, it came out, like last year, I believe, at the beginning of last year, possibly. And there's been so many updates since then. They do such a really fabulous job of supporting the game after it's come out. So if you haven't played this game, or you haven't played it in a while, I definitely encourage you to sort of pick it back up again and take a look at it. Okay, I think everyone just needs some heal. Let's just do some healing here for everybody because things are getting bad. All right. Okay, but not that bad because most of their warriors are dead now, and their casters will be left, and we'll have to deal with them, which shouldn't be too terrible. So let's just start focusing fire once again. Yeah, the Pelagic Shaman is bad news. They can heal people, they can buff people, and then they can do stress on your heroes as well. So I usually try and focus fire on the casters to try and take them out first, but because of the way this battle sort of went down, I really I'll do anything for a bigger share, right? You've got your crazy sort of you're selfish. That's right. You're selfish now. Awesome. So let's just go ahead and put you back into place so that you can be a little bit more effective, I guess, whatever that means. And dodge, no good. That's good. Ongoing damage is really the bee's knees. It is super helpful in just sort of taking these guys out. He is going to be smart and heal his own bleeding damage and give you some blight damage. You have 4 hit points left. I think I'm going to take this opportunity to heal people now because they're on their last legs and gonna die soon. In fact, they'll die at the beginning of next round. So, if possible, I'll try and use my turn really buffing people. Or turns, if you will. Yeah, I can't do much except kill you. So, there we go. That'll do that. Okay, big time. So, as you can see, we found some weird shit here that sort of comes along with the Antiquarian being part of all this. I think what we're going to do is take that, and we'll take that. We do want heirlooms. They are very helpful for us, so I think I'm just going to get rid of the rest of the torches because the game's over. Look at that. We're going to continue adventuring and open up this chest. See what's in here. Okay, a bunch more of this stuff. So again, because the game is sort of, or rather this level is basically done, I can use up a lot of my gear to just sort of, you know, just sort of throw it away basically because I don't need it anymore. But I am going to continue on here because there may be some more goods for us and there's a chance to bring down someone's stress when they solve this trap over here, and that will be this guy. Yep. Awesome. So his stress goes down a little bit, and finding the last of the torches. Awesome. Okay. That will be the end of the quest for us. Awesome, everybody. That was pretty good, wasn't it? So we'll sort of get our treasures figured out here, and we'll be sort of seeing what sort of heirlooms we've collected. Obviously, there are some quest rewards that are just sort of intrinsic that you always get, and those are cool. So yeah, hold on just a second. I'm going to grab just something that I need, and I'll be right back. You'll learn that I like to be mysterious, but I also like to drink water, which is what I am doing now. So that's what I had to go grab. Anyways, stay hydrated. As my girlfriend says, hydrate or die. Hi, babe. I hope you're listening. Okay, let's see what we got for our heroes here. Someone, obviously, a Banshee, got really messed up, but at least they went up to first level. Everyone else, ooh, what? Dacnomania? Obsessed with killing? I mean, I guess that makes sense. Eldritch Hater. Yeah, hates Eldritch. Ooh, cool. Wheeled Scrounger. That's cool. And Cove Adventurer. Sweet. So they're getting some buffs to be better adventurers in different contexts. So that's good news. We like that. We definitely like that. So that's cool. How's everyone holding up? We're definitely enjoying Darkest Dungeon. I think we're going to definitely be streaming Darkest Dungeon for another, I don't know, probably another hour or so, maybe 2 hours. And then I was thinking about getting into some Massive Chalice or maybe some, Shadowrun Returns. We like those as well. But we'll see how everyone is sort of feeling, especially me. Idle Abominations gain 1 resolve level. Okay, I don't think I have any abominations yet. I would love to get one. Let's see if there's any over here. Nope. We've seen all these guys except for the Houndmaster. So we're going to grab the Houndmaster. We haven't seen that class before. We want to use them. But all these other guys we've definitely seen before, so we're not going to waste a slot on them yet. I'm more interested in having different types of character types than the similar ones, except for the Vestal and the Crusaders. So that's cool. Let's see what we got here. We got a Crusader only. Look at that. It's a common. I don't think I've actually seen this item before. This is pretty cool. So Cyclops. Does Cyclops even have healing skills? Nope. So I think Cyclops is the perfect recipient of this item. Booyah. Bam. +5 melee. +15 damage. That's awesome. +15% rather. Damage. Very good. Okay. So let's see who needs some stress relief. Definitely Banshee does. They got pretty messed up. Rogue definitely seems like she does as well. Hollywood, I don't know, Hollywood, what do you think? Flagellation, or do we think brothel or bar? I think let's just go with bar. Let's keep it clean for you, Hollywood. Let's just keep it clean. And all right, we'll send you to the bar. Everyone else is sort of just doing their thing right about now. I think it's just ready for another quest at this point. Oh no, no, no! We found some. We did find some other heirlooms, so maybe we can upgrade one of our places. Oh no, we need some more busts. That's definitely what we need. So where can we get busts? Um, Not there, not there, not there, not there. Hmm. It doesn't look like anything has busts intrinsically. Um, you know, this is a medium. I think I'm gonna shy away from medium for a little while until I get a little bit higher in level. So I think at this point we'll go ahead and send these guys back. But we are gonna go here to the Warrens. We've never been there before. We have everything by level at this point. So we will, like I said, I like to have a sort of a mix, and Cyclops is back in action. So we'll throw him on. I think I'm going to keep Logan in reserve, honestly, just because I don't want to run into that situation again where I don't have any tanks to go out on a mission. But someone who is going to be a good backup will definitely be Professor X. And then I think we're going to go with, what, Mallory? What kind of name is that? No. No offense to any of you Mallorys out there. Mallory's a great name, but just not for this guy. I think we're going to call this guy, who's another X-Men that we haven't messed with yet, Magneto. I don't know, you might not agree that he's an X-Men, I might not agree that he's an X-Men, but he is in X-Men, so whatever. And I think we'll give Magneto some red hair for whatever reason. I like that. Okay, cool. So Magneto is definitely going to be on this Jim Jam, and we're going to send Perkins. Good old. Actually, let's, because I might forget that. Let's do C. Perkins. That way we're very clear on who this is supposed to be. And we'll go ahead and send them along on this mission as well. If you'll notice, I don't have any healing, which is going to be a little dicey because this is definitely a mission where we're going to be doing a lot of fighting. So that being the case, I think I'm going to actually just sort of double up on rations here and buy a few more. That way I can heal while I'm outside of combat if needs be. The Warrens are well known for just being super gross and nasty. Like there's going to be a lot of poison and a lot of just gross, icky disease stuff here. There's yeah. So I'm assuming that my characters are going to get a bit more not just blighted, but even more than that, they're gonna be given like diseases basically, they've thought up some pretty funny names for the diseases. So we'll see. It should be fun. Let's see what happens. All right, sweet. So we got some scouting going, so that helps us immensely at the beginning, helping to sort of strategize what we need to do because we need to do room battles. So this is obviously a battle here, but these aren't, so we wouldn't necessarily need to go to both these rooms, but we'd have to go to this one obviously. So let's start. So go ahead and disarm this trap. Boom. Very good. Okay, highwaymen. Brigands. Oh, blanket fire is the worst. Oh, nice. Missed everybody, though. That's big time. All right, we'll do some of our own blanket fire. How do you like that? And now we've got some real heavy hitters. I went pretty heavy on the ranged. Oh, yeah, I love the Hounds Master. They're just so dope. I mean, they can do multiple attacks and multiple bleeds. It's just, yeah, they're pretty sick. So that's cool. But that's exactly what these guys do as well. Multiple attacks, multiple bleeds. So we're going to have to take it to them. Oh, that was very disappointing. Okay, you're bleeding. Let's stop you from bleeding and do another burst attack, blast attack on everybody, if you will. Okay. Oh, man. Okay, resists the move to try to knock him out of the way. Oh, blanket fire is just El Terrible. But that's how it goes. We out the dough. Alright. Cool. 1 hit point left and they're going to die. Oh, I do have some healing. Look at that. Okay, maybe it's not so terrible. Not the best healer, but definitely a healer, so that's good. We're just going to sort of not kill that guy, because we're just going to do healing, basically. Yeah, we're just going to buff and heal and just sort of let them die on their own. Yep. Okay, cool. Continuing on. Aha, this thing, we're going to need holy water for it. There we go. And we found some artifacts in there. Very good. Alright. We know that there's a combat in here, rather, because we saw it when we were scouting. So, so these are all terrible, terrible enemies to fight. Like that, yeah, that does multiple, as you can see, multiple stress. That's bad. Oh, they dodge. That's bad. This guy's sort of the tank. He is vicious. This guy does a lot of damage. This guy is the one I was telling you about who can like sort of effectively just really blight people and make them sick, but luckily I took them out in one shot, so that's good news. Hook 'em where it hurts. I love the name of the attacks. This game is just so great. Oh, perfect. One shots are taking these guys out. That's more than you can ask for. Yes. All right. I'd rather do a multiple attack. Fudge. Missing them both. That's not cool. All right. Let's switch up tactics here and send our hound after someone specifically. And let's do multi-attack. Yeah, let's do blanket fire on them. Good. Okay, so yeah, this swine chopper is going to be just a real pain in the neck. They can stun you, they can make you bleed, they can just massive damage to you, they can hit basically anybody in any rank because they can do sort of ranged-ish attacks. Okay, let's just stick with healing then if you can't hit them with your arrows. Arbalester, yeah, that's the only thing about the Arbalester, they can only attack people in the back ranks, never in the front rank, really, unless they have a special ability, or rather an ability that I haven't got. Okay, this looks good. They're going to bleed out to death, so I can just sort of heal and buff for the rest of whatever I'm doing here. Very good. I mark myself. That's right. So I'm sort of asking people to come fight me. That's sort of funny. Okay. So let's get our characters back in the correct rank they should be in. And this is a nasty table, so let's use our medicinal herbs to unblight it. Exactly, killing any diseases. Oh, finding a ton of food, which is totally helpful to us. That's exactly why we would like having food, so that we can eat it immediately and heal up, because we don't have much in the way of healing right now. I think I'm going to go this way. There isn't a fight up in this direction, and there's just some treasure, which is fine. Cool. Torch. Always good to have those. Maybe some sweet heirlooms. Nope, just some heirlooms. So let's check out this next room. Hopefully we're able to scout it out and we're able to see the warrens. Look at those bones and just nasty, filthy shit everywhere. So funny. Alright, let's see what's up in this room then. Remember our quest here, our goal is to defeat all of the room battles in this dungeon. And there isn't one here. Okay, so they're only going to be here, so I don't even need to go down there. I'm not even going to mess with it. At some point, you have to make the calculus between, finding more treasure or basically taking more stress damage, more actual damage or health damage. I'd rather keep my stress damage low, try and finish this dungeon as quickly as possible, and just get my characters back to the hamlet. Cool. I want to take this guy out as quickly as possible. because I know that he will do nasty, gnarly things to me if I let him. And I don't like that, and I don't want that. So, shoot. Yeah, he's really missing. I guess I should just be attacking with him more, right? Meaning using a sword or something like that. So, yeah, I don't know, you guys. Interesting. So, yeah, okay. Very good. Boom, love it. And boom, love it. All right, cool. That was a pretty quick fight to take them out. Oh, and we got some treasure. Very good. There's a backpack on the horizon, which has loot, which we like. Oh, let's see what this one says. I'm back in the woods. My wounds. Yep. A ring in my pocket. The sigil of the. Oh, very cool. So perhaps there's a sigil, a ring down here somewhere. Some sort of sigil ring. Who knows? All right. Let's see what the next room has in store for us. Okay, that means there has to be a fight in this upcoming room, or else. Okay, so here's a word to the wise. What this is the Shambler's Altar. Basically, what you have to do is if you put a torch into it, it'll take you into a pocket dimension where you have to fight a horrible creature. I just don't do that because it's very, very difficult to beat this creature, and why throw the heroes away? For me, it's not really worth it, so I just almost never do it. In fact, I never do it. I used to, but it's never worked out. And it's like, why? I don't know. Why take the risk in some ways? Maybe there is a really good reason, but I guess I don't know it. Oh, that sucked. Okay. Well, you haven't seen spiders before, so these are the spiders. There's different kinds. There's a webber and a spitter. As you can see, obviously, they spit and they web. I tend to want to take the spitters out first because they can do ongoing damage, obviously. Um, but spiders in general aren't that big of a threat. They're usually, you can take them out pretty quick. Alright, let's see here. And let's just take them both out. Pop, pop. Very nice. Okay. And that's the end. But we want to continue, obviously, so that we can open up this treasure chest and at least see what's inside of here. Great, here's some extra stuff for us. And now we'll just bounce. Bounce, if you will. Got some good treasure going on here. Got some good artifacts going on here. But I really want to get some of these busts. And finally, we have someone who made it up to second level, big time. That would be Cyclops and Professor X. Cool. Professor X becomes Cobra Venture 2 Torn Rotator. Ooh, -5 damage melee skills. We gotta heal that up. Fast heal, that's great. Nice. +10 healing. Well, oh, cool. Healing skills. And that's really good. Okay, cool. This is all pretty good. Good news. How are you all feeling? Everything going pretty good? We're definitely happy to be streaming. And so the test is going pretty good as far as I can tell. The sound is sounding good from what I can tell. The video is looking good from what I can tell. And it looks to me like we've had a breakthrough, that the stress activities here for us are going to be more effective. Very good. We like that. Cool. And it's a beautiful sunny day here in the hamlet. That's also helpful. Very cool. And so my girlfriend is trolling me right now, so I hope you're all happy about that. I am. Anyways, oh, this is a sweet. The Warrior's Cap is quite helpful, but before we get into that, let's get some stress stuff figured out here. Okay, Banshee definitely needs some help. Peace through meditation, we'd love it. Oh, Gambit and Rogue are both going to need some help as well. we'll throw Rogue in the flagellation chamber. That seems like her character, right? And we'll throw Gambit obviously up in the bar. I guess you could do gambling hall or brothel, honestly. But you know, that's how that goes sometimes. So Cyclops already has a bunch of stuff. Let's give Hollywood our sweet Warriors cap so that he can fight a little bit mo better. And Cyclops cannot yet upgrade. Let's see if he can upgrade any of this stuff. Nope, 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 nope. Yep, they're just struggling to get to that second level. Let's see if there's any new. Oh, yes, 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 yes. So we have the Bounty Hunter, which I love. Love the Bounty Hunter. Love the Man at Arms. And I definitely do enjoy the Jester as well, though it doesn't look like we have enough room for the Jester right now. Yeah, we're gonna need to find a different way to do that. So we can't get the Jester right now, unfortunately. Let's see if I can upgrade any of this other stuff. No, no, no. We need more goods. Okay, let's see if we can upgrade the tavern. That we can at least. So let's do that, and let's do that. Oh, and let's do that. So much fun. Perfect. So now we can at least have 2 people in the bar if we want to, which is good news. Yeah, you know, I think the team is looking pretty solid. Oh, wow. So now we have our first adventure for sort of higher level characters, veterans, level 3. The game goes up to level 6, though it's pretty difficult to get your character up to level 6, honestly. This is a medium adventure. I think now's the time. I think we're gonna do it, y'all. I think we're gonna go ahead on this medium adventure. I think I am going to go ahead and put McMoira in place of the Houndmaster, so that at least we have a healer of some type. And yeah, okay, this is going to be the first time that we go out overnight. So when we're going out overnight, we have these different abilities that we can do during camping time. Some of them more helpful, some of them less helpful. But they like get rid of stress, you get health back, different things like that. If I'm going on a medium, I actually like to get a lot more gear. I'm going to get 12 of each of the rations and of torches, just because I'd like to have a little bit extra. I also take 2, definitely 2, if not more than 2 of everything. I'm in the cove, so I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of bleeding happening, so I'll take that. And just in case, I'll take another medicinal herbs in case, for whatever reason, I'm going to need those. So let's load up the cove here. And, oh, by the way, in case you didn't know this, I, like, just abhor the guy who basically you have to buy stuff from. He's the worst. The worst. You just want to punch him in his face. Anyways, let's see what's next for us. We are about to go into the cove. It's loading up. And here we go. Okay, cool. So we're in the cove. Oh, again, I just can't get enough of these backgrounds and the art of this game. The figures, they're just all great. We're exploring rooms here. So that's why I actually chose this mission, is because it's less fighting and more exploration. But it's a medium adventure, so that means we're going to spend the night probably in the dungeon using the firewood to make a camp, right? So what I like to do normally is I count the number of rooms in the dungeon. There are, 13 here, 14 if you count the room you started in. And basically what I like to do is about after half the rooms, I then take my rest, like that. That's sort of my metric. Some people maybe take the rest earlier or later, depending on sort of what's happening in a dungeon. But for me, I sort of set my own personal benchmark that I want to get to at least half the rooms cleared before I take a rest. So here we go. Let's start with the first sort of series of rooms, and we'll see what we can see. Not much, apparently, which is good. It's not bad. We'll go into the next chamber. And nothing here. Good news, but no scouting, which, you know, is not the best. Okay, cool, but a map. Very helpful. And yes, it does scout out quite a lot of the dungeon for us, which is good. Okay. So, yeah, this exploration is going great because we haven't run into any enemies. They're just empty rooms, and we're finding loot and just moving. We're not losing any gear. We're just, oh wow, look at all this gear. Okay, what does this guy say? Day 4, the road to the damned hamlet was a tricky one. Uh-huh. Okay, yep, talking about the hamlet, that's sort of fun. Um, uh, uh, and, awesome. This last room is empty as well. So we are set. So we are continuing onwards in the Dark's Dungeon. The Beard Mines. I'm Burling's Beard. Ken Breeze. Let's eat some food and keep on trucking. Don't worry, I don't worry if the torch goes out because you can relight it basically, you know, if you have torches. So I'm just sort of going to let mine run out because I'm not worried about finding any enemies or anything like that. And the lower your torch, the more of a chance you'll find some treasure or more treasure as the case may be. So I definitely don't mind having my torch go out. Now, one thing though that I am a little worried about now is that I had to do two different, I just ate twice. So, awesome, natural eye, I wonder what that does. Let's see. Natural eye does +5 range skills. Alright, he's not great, doesn't really have range skills. But anyways, you have to eat food, or you don't have to, but you should eat food when you rest, when you use your firewood. So I know that I'm going to want to have to hopefully find some more food somewhere in the dungeon. But I know that there is a room battle coming up. So I'm actually going to just go ahead and pop my torches now. So I have 100% torches. I'll go into the room and hopefully surprise these guys with a light. Unfortunately not. But, okay, the torch is looking good. And misses, that's good. Let's see here. We'll do some blast damage on these guys. Yeah, I want to take out their caster as quickly as possible as well. But it's good to spread some damage around at start. Uh-oh, I might be stunned. No, I got the runs, though. Bad news. Oh, and I'm stunned. Oh, the runs. You don't want that, man. That's like the worst. So, maybe not the worst, but it ain't good. Alright, we're going to do... Ah, fudge. Alright, we messed with those guys. Okay, so, let's see. Oh no, this is looking bad. Okay, you resisted. That's good news. See, here's the healing I was talking about. It's a sea breeze. So yeah, that's why we want to take out that caster as quickly as possible because things are starting to not look great. That's why I've been talking about how these fishmen are just terrible as well. You want to try and take them out as quickly as possible. They'll be doing lots of crits and lots of damage to you. Stunning people obviously is a good way to go. I have a debuff, so that's what I'm actually going to cast is debuff with Moira. So now I think I should be able to take you out. Yep, boom. Okay, so now they can't get healed anymore. That's good news. Oh, they dodged it. I should just stop doing that basically, right? I mean, I should just be attacking with my sword. I guess that would probably make the most sense. Anyways, you salty sea bag. No, it's a salty gouge was the name of that attack. Okay, I'm going to try some more. Okay, yeah, well, hit multiple people, so that's not bad. Okay, get rid of that. Not bleeding anymore. Focus fire. I'm going to crit you back and take you out. We gain back some of that yumminess called stress. Debuff this shocker, this deep stinger, and yeah, I'm just going to destroy you with my sword. Very good. Awesome. So we want all this stuff. We see there's a giant oyster, and there's some treasures inside of the oyster. Oh, some gold. That's cool. Oh, cool. The scouting goes on for us. Not that far, though, so we know. Okay. Oh, good. They're surprised though. That's why if we have the light so high, they'll be surprised possibly, and that's always a good thing. So yeah, let's just again focus fire sort of more on these guys. I don't I think I learned my lesson. I'm not going to try and hit them both. I'm just going to try and hit one for a lot. Okay, so now they all go, and then basically the round starts again, and we go by people's speed. During the surprise round, all the heroes go first. During the after the surprise round, it's based on speed. So we'll see. I'm bleeding, and they're gonna cast a stress wave, which is not fun. Stress wave, do stress wave. Whenever he's anybody. Anyways, so let's take that guy out. Very good, and gain back some health. Um, so yeah, this game really sort of itches that sort of exploration scratch. It is not a role-playing game. That is quite obvious. It is. I mean, for me, I can't help myself, so I add narratives into it. That's why I like to rename the characters, and they have their sort of own histories and the different things that they've been a part of or done or whatever. As I mentioned, I was going to try and do half the rooms. This next room, once I finish it, would in fact be the halfway mark. But I am not. I'm wondering if I could keep pushing on. We'll see after this combat. Oh, yeah, maybe not. We'll see after this combat. But basically, if this combat goes quite well, I might consider pushing on to another room to try and squeeze out a little bit more of the adventurers before I have them rest. This is bad news. I think I'm going to go like that. Yeah, I need to get these guys a little bit more situated. Yeah, that's not the best, but well, that's what we're gonna have to do for now. So yeah, being surprised and having all your PCs, or rather your characters, moved around is a pain in the neck. So I usually try and make the best of it by sort of either moving them around or hoping that where they are that they can be effective. It's interesting. Sometimes I purposefully give characters abilities that they can't use in their rank, so that if they are moved to another rank, they can then use those abilities that they couldn't use in the rank previously. So that's a strategy as well that you could employ. Damn, yeah, these sea maggots, they have a tough armor. Very good. So we've got our salty gouge. Again, yeah, I just love, love the way these things are named. All right, let's try and actually do some damage here and take some of these jabronis out. Actually, let's go ahead and boo, 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 boo. Don't like that. Not cool. Yeah, this fight is pretty brutal, and my heroes are getting pretty hurt. So I'm definitely thinking that I probably will be taking the rest at the next room using the campfire. Um, just because, yeah, pushing on further would probably be a poor idea. Uh, let's see what we can do here. Oh, bad news. Yeah, but you're bleeding. Okay. Maybe I can take them both out. One of them. Very well. Okay, I think I'd rather, yeah, sort of destroy you. You're bleeding. Stop bleeding. And let's start healing as many people as possible. Oh, for one each. That's not cool. Alright. That's good. And there we go. The fight's over. Okay. So that was a little bit more taxing than I had hoped. Do that guy, and okay, we're just gonna let that other stone just go at this point because we don't have enough room in our inventory for it. Oh no, and we have to do another fight before we can rest, and this is gonna be a tough one too, I can tell. Okay, so let's try and take out the caster as quickly as possible. Stress wave is not great, but it's better than taking damage at this point because we're pretty low on hit points. Yep, yeah, so McMoyer is at death's door thanks to that. So that's not great. I think let's heal everybody though, just because. Okay, you're gonna put a barrier on him, so that means that I can't attack him. But what I will do is I will. Can I mark him? No, I'll mark you. Okay, that's fine. You're marked. And what I want to do again is if you're able to stun someone who is guarding someone else, they stop guarding them. So that's exactly what I'm trying to do right now. Stun him so that he is stunned, and now, yes, the caster isn't guarded anymore. I can hopefully take him out very quickly. But my healer is hurt, is on death's door. That's not great news. But at least the caster goes down. Okay, that's a real luck, because if that guy would have spearfished my caster, they may have died. No, not Chris Perkins. I don't want Chris Perkins to die. Let's take him out. I think I'm just gonna do multiple damages. Yeah, that's okay. Not great. Don't do. Okay. All right. So healing everybody is good because now they're not on death's door anymore. But of course, the brine attack comes right away and puts them on death's door again, which we don't like. Okay, now how are we gonna do this? Let's try and take this guy out. Perfect. Well done. And now I think we will just start shooting at you. Yeah, you have a lot of hit points. And let's try and take you out. Try and take the sea maggot out so that they don't have as many attacks per round. Oh man, this is very, very anxiety producing because it's very, very likely that one of the characters will die before we finish this fight, and I'm really hoping that I'm able to keep them all together somehow. There we go. That's helpful. Okay, I think you're gonna have to. Man, yeah, not much you can do with the Arbalester once they don't have anyone to shoot at in the back ranks. But luckily I can heal. Let's see if the stun works again. It does. You can't really do stun every round. They will start resisting if you start doing stun every round. But if you do it every other round, or if you mix up who you're doing the stunning with, like you could probably stun. Again, it's dicey. But you can stun with the Crusader. You can stun with the Vestige. There are a number of different character classes that can do stunning attacks. Not all of them, though, for sure. Okay, let's see what this guy's got. Not a lot. And I resist the bleed. That's awesome. I just want to keep pumping hit points into my companions so that we don't die. He's not bleeding. And there we go. Taking him out. Loving it. Okay. Cool. I can take all this stuff. And actually, I mean, we're pretty hurt. So at this point, I am just going to take a rest here. I don't open that treasure chest yet. And the reason that I didn't open the treasure chest is because I didn't have enough room in my inventory. So I actually want to get rid of a few things and eat things, do things before I use it. So let's check this out. You've got -20 to 1 companion, which is what we're going to do. And then you've got the healing goods. We're going to heal everybody. Very good. You've got some healing as well. And plus, oh yeah, we want to prevent nighttime ambush. Anytime you have someone with an ability that prevents a nighttime ambush, you should definitely try and use that so that you don't get ambushed. Okay, we're also going to be using the stress relief on the Arbalester. I love the little words that they all say. Again, just the details of this game make it so great. And so, we shouldn't be attacked overnight because we set up sort of some a tripwire. We do have enough keys to open up these guys, and we get a key right back, so that's kind of funny when that happens. Okay, we're going to continue onwards, exploring 90% of the rooms. We've done half of them so far. Hopefully, oh, this is a blessing, because these guys will usually give you food. Yes, so at least a little bit of food. But we can't really carry it right now because we have too much stuff. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to eat the food then. And hopefully we won't need to eat food soon, because if we do, we don't have any food. So that means that we're going to be taking a lot of stress damage. Because if you can't eat while you're in the dungeon, things go poorly for you. Okay, we know we have to, at least there are 3 fights before we get up here. Okay, yeah. Alright, well, we have pretty good health, so I'm not that worried. And we have some of our best warriors, and we only have to fight 3 creatures, so that's good. Let's see how this goes. Alright, awesome. Resisting is helpful. Cool, we'll do a bunch of blanket damage on everyone. They're really going for my healer again. They don't seem to like my healer at all. Yeah, the spearfishing is brutal. They can sort of attack anybody almost anywhere, but I want to take him out real quick, so I'm going to sort of focus on him. Never mind. Guess I'll take those other ones out real quick. But I will still focus on him and take him out. There we go. Very good. We like that. And okay, we need to definitely take this guy with us. So let's replace, what do we want to replace? I think we're going to replace these gems. Sort of sucks, but you have to make some hard decisions sometimes about what you want to keep and what you can't keep, basically, because you don't have enough room. So we'll go into the next combat. Okay, now these guys, this Drowned Thrall, this is bad news. Because if you don't kill the Drowned Thrall right away, the Drowned Thrall will explode and do tons of damage to all of your characters, and that is a place you do not want to be in, I promise. So let's just focus on him right away and just do as much damage and take him out. Okay, I can't attack him with the Arbalester, and I apparently can't attack that guy either. Okay, see, so he does the Barnacle Barrier, right? So now that one is protected. Okay, but I'll just do some multiple damages to everyone. Okay. So, we took out that guy. If you do blast damage, if you do, like, it'll hit everyone, even if someone is protecting someone else. If you attack both of them, the one can't take damage twice, like he's going to protect the person and take damage. Oh, salty sea bags. Everyone's getting gouged. Oh, now the bleeding starts. This is all terrible. Okay. But not as terrible as it could be. As I'll stun him, right? So now he can't guard this one anymore, and we'll focus on that one because it is very squishy. Okay, that's good. We got rid of that. We'll hit the squishy one, who apparently just a little too slippery. Can't hit him. Okay, no damage. Please don't stun me. Too bad. That sucks. Okay, I am stunned. You're bleeding and I can't really help you, but I can kill you in one hit, so that's good. Alright, now we just have 20 hit points left of this guy, and he's a tough customer, honestly. He's not easy. So we'll see what we can get done. Especially... Okay, so we'll just start healing then, since we can't really... And you know, actually, if the Arbalester comes around again, I might switch their rank, because I think the Vestige will do better if they're in the 3rd rank instead of the 4th. I don't have any more bandages to stop the bleeding, but I can crit you. That seems fun. Alright, so yeah, I'm actually going to switch, because I think the Vestige will actually be able to make more use of their powers here in front, or rather in the 3rd rank. Yep, that's what exactly I'm doing. I'm going to debuff this guy, or I'll attempt to, rather. Okay, this should be it for him. Hopefully we take him out. Yep. Okay, great. And we get all this loot, only some of which we can't carry. I'm We have a lot of these crests, so I think I'm just going to let it go at this point. Um, and we find even more crests. Oh, now the busts I do want. Like that, we definitely need. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace this gold with busts. I know it's a hard pill to swallow, but there really isn't anything else I could do besides leave the bust behind, which I really don't want to do. So let's see, this eerie coal. Oh, it's soothing. Oh, nice. That's helpful. This is not helpful. These guys are terrible, but that is helpful. Having them be surprised really helps us out. Okay, let's try and do some blast damage to them. Some blanket damage. I want to debuff this one in the back, so it's easier for the Arbalester to take them out. I'm actually going to do some blast damage with the Arbalester. Oh, not enough though, unfortunately. That was maybe a bad idea. And some multiple damage with that guy. So they're all pretty hurt, but they're still alive, so now they're just going to start messing us up. Hopefully we don't get any crits on this. We'll see. Ooh, Death's Door. Please don't attack him again. Please don't attack him again. Please don't attack him again. Thank you. Okay, awesome. So that's bad news. Why did they get to go again immediately? Oh, because they were surprised and they get to go before us. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, wow. That was really lucky. Okay, let's heal you. So you're not on Death's Door anymore, so you can at least take a hit so you don't die. Yeah, these fish people are just terrible. I can't stand them. Let's just do some party buffing though at this point because we are looking not great. Okay, I'm able to take out one of them. I'm able to take out two of them. I'm able to take out, hopefully. Oh, there's that crit. I knew it was coming. Ouch. And every time you get crit, obviously all of your stress goes up as well for most everyone in the party. Not always everyone, but most everyone. Okay, I'm gonna have to leave this gold behind again, you guys. I don't know really what else to do. I could throw some gear away, I guess, but I just don't think it's worth it at this point. Especially because I don't really know what is in store ahead of me. So let's see if I can get some scouting going. Nope. So since we're doing exploring, I'd rather just go to this room, since it's just one room, and go explore that room than head off on the 3. Because hopefully it's a pretty easy room. See, now check this out. I don't have any food, so now we take damage and we take stress damage. So it's like, yeah, not having food in the dungeon is really bad actually. So that was really shitty that happened. So okay, let's see what's going on here. Thankfully there's no one in this room, so that's good, and we get some scouting out of it, which is great. Okay, so we know we're gonna at least be safe through that next room. Hopefully we get really lucky and we find some food somewhere that we can eat. Hopefully they don't ask us to eat more food in the interim. But yeah, I mean, it's like you have to. That's why I try and take a little bit more food when I do these longer missions, because it can very easily turn into a situation where you're starved to death in the dungeon. And isn't that grand? Darkest Dungeon, that is literally the name. Okay, so let's hope that we are able to scout a little bit further. Again, I always pop torches. Oh, never mind. We don't even need to scout. I'm just going to get the hell out of here. We have enough inventory. People are about to die if they continue onwards. We have enough loot. Like, yeah, it's time to go. So that's good news. Okay, and we found some of those busts, which I'm really on the lookout for, because those will help us upgrade some of the stuff we really need to upgrade. Okay, very good. And we got some good resolve as well, meaning experience points. Unfortunately, you get the yips, which means you have -5 AC. That's the sickness that she has now. And you get the fits, which is bad news. Well, it's +3 speed, but bad other stuff. And light sensitive. Yeah, these are terrible. Precise striker, though, +3 for melee attacks. Doesn't make melee attacks. That's useless. So, alright, well, I mean, that's how that goes, I guess. So, but success. No deaths, so we're happy about that. No deaths and success. So that's good. And so we'll see sort of what comes next here. It looks to me like we have another item that is pretty good. Ooh, it gives pluses to bleed skills, and I think that Professor X likes to make people bleed. So I think we're going to give it to Professor X. So Professor X is in a pretty bad way. In fact, all of the heroes on that journey that we just had are not doing great. I definitely want to get that going. Okay, well, there we go. I used all my busts to get that going. Whoops. So let's go back there, actually, and let's get the yips, or rather the fits, off of Cyclops. And I think Professor X, let's get let's get the Phantophobia away. Wow, $4,000, but worth it. Okay. And then let's do some stress stuff. We'll put Chris Perkins in the cloister. Anybody else with some gnarly stress? Oh, McMoira will not go to the transept, but Magneto will. Very good. And let's see if Moira is more interested in... Yes, she will definitely go to the bar. So that's good, at least. I guess, yeah, drinking. That makes sense. Drinking your woes away. Let's see if we have any more... oh, cool. We have a... Oh, we already got one down here. Okay, we've seen all these character classes before, so I don't feel too bad here. This is definitely what we would like to upgrade next, possibly, if we can. So yeah, things are looking pretty good here in the Beard Mines estate. I hope all of you are feeling pretty good as well. I am thinking about taking a small bio break, and then I will be back in just a few moments. So definitely hang out, and I will be streaming the next adventure here in probably about 5 minutes. Okay, gang, here we are back once again. Welcome to the Beard Mines. I am Burling's Beard. I hope you have been enjoying, or will continue to enjoy, as the case may be, the stream of Darkest Dungeon that we are currently engaged in. We're very, very happy to be streaming today. This is the first time that we are streaming, so we're really happy about that, actually. And we're intending to do a lot more streaming as we go. We're thinking about streaming not only Darkest Dungeon, but probably some Massive Chalice as well, the Double Fine game. And we're going to probably do some Shadowrun Returns as well, which is a really sort of fun throwback game to some degree. But yeah, I think you all probably enjoy it. That's my hope. And I mean, really, I guess at the end of the day, the hope is that you might learn something a little bit about how to play the games a little bit better, or just see me really fall on my ass, and maybe that'll do it for you. Hopefully. Anyways, let's get back to Darkest Dungeon and see see what is next for us. I get the feeling that we're gonna obviously do another adventure, but I want to say that we're going to be doing some. Yeah, I've got the cove going now. I want to say that we're going to do a short adventure. And so the short ones, the only short one is this room battle one. So that's fine. We don't mind be doing a room battle. We'll sort everybody by level. I like to have a mix of high and low characters in the battle. So let's go ahead and put Logan in as sort of frontline fighter. I've really found that the bounty hunter is not, it can stand in for a frontline fighter, but is really best as a support fighter, second rank. And the man at arms can be a frontline fighter as well, but again, much better in the second or third, or sometimes even fourth rank to be more of a support. We're looking at some new classes that we haven't seen yet, which is kind of fun. Okay. So for Von Richten, we will put him in the third rank. And yeah, I guess that makes sense. I think Banshee we'll put in the back rank. So we have a little bit of healing, not much, but this is a room battle. So maybe we do want to bring Rogue instead. I think that actually maybe makes a little bit more sense. Yeah, to bring Rogue instead. But since it is a battle, I think I am actually going to go ahead and stick with having Von Richten in the crew. And Lords of Position will now embark to the Weald. Yeah, fuck this guy. That's basically all I have to say. Like, this guy right here, I hate him. And the reason is, like, just think about it logically, right? Where it's like, this motherfucker is the one who's, like, basically taking all your gold and watching you march off into the dungeon to your death. And he's just grinning. Look at that grin. So the Weald, I always take at least 2 shovels, if not more, because it's overgrown there. For a short mission, I'll take 2 of everything. For the Weald, I don't mind taking more medicinal herbs, because there's a lot of stuff that you need to disinfect there. So, yeah, here we go, into the Weald. And we'll see how that plays out. I'm fairly sure that we will be able to do pretty well here. It's a short mission. It is all fights, but we are going to have a kind of not the A team per se, but maybe the B team. I mean, we have some pretty good classes, and we have some pretty good characters just in general here. So let's see how we do. All right, we're generating, we're scouting, we have to do a bunch of room battles. Okay, we didn't scout too far. Oddly enough, the bounty hunter is quite good at scouting. I'm not going to mess with this grave because they want you to use a shovel to open up the grave. And you can do it by hand, but you normally will get sick or something like that. The tomb raider, the tomb robber, might be able to do it a little bit more carefully, but I usually just stay away from graves. Like, they're just not worth it. Let's see what's in the first room. A tree with hands hanging from it. Awesome. All right, we're looking for room battles. There's only 5 rooms. It's a short dungeon, so we'll just go ahead and head this way first. Okay, we don't like these dogs. They normally go ahead of us, so they go before us, if you will. And so let's see here. Okay, sweet. I got to jump on the dogs a little bit. I'm going to try and stun one of them, but to no avail. I still have to drop on the dogs a little bit, so let's try and grab one of these guys and pull them forward. The pull is not really going to do much for the dogs because they move around a lot anyways. The Rabid Rush allows them to move to the front of the pack, so they're continually sort of cycling through, which is kind of annoying. But, you know, I'll just sort of start taking them out, and hopefully that annoyance will cease. I did not bring enough bandages apparently, uh, and I'll probably suffer for that, but that's okay. So let's see here. Van Richten getting attacked. And let's just take this guy out. Or not. Okay, it looks like he's a little bit more tough than I thought he would be. But Van Richten with something slice him open. Cool. So we have some gold that we found. Oh, and we have some more heirlooms. Bust, bust, bust. Damn it. I like busts, in case you hadn't figured that out. That's really what I'm looking for. And there's no double entendre there. Just trying to make that very clear. Let's go into this room and see what we got. Light up the torches. Because there are some fungus demons here. We do not like that in the slightest. So for the fungus demons, I'm thinking now what I might want to do. Because I definitely want to make sure that I can take out the, you know what I mean? I kind of want to like make sure that I can take out the, excuse me, I'm sorry, I guess I didn't sleep enough last night. I want to take out the ones in the back rank, basically, because what they can do is they can mark my warriors, mark my heroes, so that the ones in the front will do a lot more damage, basically. And so I'm trying to see if I can sort of keep that just sort of figured out, basically. So let's see how this goes. I think we're definitely going to try and stun the ones in the back. Oh, I need to hit though. That would be great. You know what I will do though? I'm going to come hither. I'll bring one of them forward so that they're not in the back, so they can't hit me so well. Also try and move this one a little bit further forward as well. Cool. So move the ranks around. But what these guys can do is the escape cloud, right? So they make their way to the back. So they've sort of been anticipating me, unfortunately. But at least one of them is left here in the front, which I can decimate with Logan. Awesome. Groping swipe. Keep those hands to yourself, fungus demon. Okay, now you can see, so these guys are great about movement, right? Like they've been moving back and forth. I think I am going to pull this guy forward again, though. Why not? Because, yes, we like that. And then we're going to try and stun him successfully. And now we will destroy him. Perfect. Okay, cool. So now we can't be marked. And so these fungus, or rather these fungal scratchers, will not be able to scratch us as badly as they would if we were marked by their fungus friends. So yeah, harmless swipe. We like that. Keep doing harmless swipes. That's more my speed. Okay, cool. We're just gonna start taking these guys out. Focus firing. Very good. We could probably do some healing. Yeah, let's throw some heals over to Logan because he's in the front getting beat up a little bit here. And that's fine. Crit, we don't like that, but not too bad, honestly. It's pretty early in the game. Okay, so he goes down, and there's his harmless swipe, and now we're going to focus on him. Oh, miss. And hit, and dead. Very good. So that was a pretty good fight. Oh, check these out. Jester only. We don't have a Jester yet, but we'll find one, I'm sure. One of these days. We'll get one on our team. Let's see what we got. Ah, busts. Booyah. Love those busts. And so here we go. Fuck. Man, I hate it when you can't see traps and you don't know that they're there. It's just such bullshit. Anyways, let's see what's up with this old tree. Oh, good. It's covered in poisonous sap. You're blighted again. Okay. That has a lock on it. So let's go ahead and throw our last key in the lock and find some valuable goods and go into this room. Okay, and now the dogs show up again, and we don't. Okay, at least they're surprised, so that's good news. Because if they weren't surprised, this would probably go pretty poorly, or more poorly than it's going to go anyways. Oh, jeez, especially if I can't hit these guys, that's going to be the poorest. Let's stun you, I guess. Yeah, why not? And then hopefully, you're so hurt. There you go. At least you took one of them out. Okay, cool. So one's stunned, one's gone. The other two are going to start tearing us apart. Oh, at least I resist some nastiness. That's good. And you're bleeding. And oh, this guy is just not. And they go before us because they were surprised. Oh, geez, this is just El Terrible. Okay, so we've got quite the conundrum here. Let's just stay focused on offense, though, and taking these guys out. Um, the I think I'm actually gonna just not do what I just said and instead focus on healing this guy so that he doesn't die. Dang it! And so let's keep the heals flowing. There we go. A crit of 10 will definitely, that helps. Okay, that's good news. Hmm. And let's see if we're able to get out of this one with our skins intact. We're looking okay, and both the dogs are hurt, but I think it's a good time to just start doing some damage control here. I bleed. Yeah, he's pretty quick. Yep, let's just keep doing that. Yeah, the only shitty thing is that you might start bleeding if the occultist heals you. But the occultist can actually do some pretty good heals. Not as great as the vestige, 0, but they're pretty good. Ah, dang it. Okay, and there we go. Okay. Get some of that gold. Very good. Okay, well, we know at least there's at least one other room that's going to have a fight in it because this is complete 100% of room battles, and there's no more rooms the way we have gone. Okay, so we're back to where we've been before, and we'll head down the other pathway to see what's there. Many people say good adventurers always go left, but I don't know. I don't always agree with that. Sometimes. Okay, I have enough food to handle that, so that's not a problem. And like I said, I knew the Weald was going to have more than one wall, even for a short adventure. And as I mentioned, I knew the Weald was going to be a place where I was going to need to get rid of diseases. So look at all this food and money I'm finding in this carcass. I wonder if it ate that gold before it died. Probably, right? All right, let's bust all our torches up and get some light in here. Maybe we'll scout a little bit. Perfect. That's exactly what we want. Fight, fight, fight. Oh, battle. Okay, this is going to be brutal, so let's just jump right in. Okay, we've faced these guys before. We know what they can do. Oh, we want to move you right to the front so you can't blanket fire at everyone. That's exactly right. We'll take your rusted shot and you move one back. So yeah, they usually have like sort of self, moving abilities so they can get back in their position if you move them out of their position. But too slow on this count. So, let's see here. We will just continue to wail. Bring it down. Bring the hammer down. And so, let's see here now. Okay. I'm thinking what's next for me. Yeah, we'll just beat this axe to the face. Makes sense. And a crit. Very good. Welcome to the Beard Mines, everybody. If you're just tuning in, I am Burling's Beard, or Ken at Burling's Beard, as the case may be. We are running Darkest Dungeon, which is one of my favorite video games. I kickstarted it and visited the developers at PAX East, and they are so communicative and just really really cool guys and gals just in general. And so it's been a real fun experience to see this game sort of from conception to development and then through release. And then what's been so impressive to me is how supportive the team at Red Hook Studios, the the house that made this, how supportive they are of continuing basically work on the game after it's come out. So there have been many improvements that have been made on the game since it first came out, and that's been really cool to see, actually, just sort of their dedication to this thing. Again, I just love the backgrounds here. They're so great. I love the character models, and I love the game. It's just a lot of fun to play. And it's almost, I mean, some could, I guess it is sort of like a dungeon crawling game to some degree. But really, when I think about it, it's almost like a puzzle game where you're trying to unravel the puzzle of these enemies and their abilities to try and minimize their abilities and maximize your own. My bounty hunter is going to get hurt here pretty soon. What's the bounty hunter's name? Did I rename him? I think I did. Okay, the bounty hunter's hurt, so let's give him a little bit of health here. Some health love. And let's pull you forward. So, escape cloud, boo. And we're both blighted. Oh, and they're gonna rend the marked. Oh, this is bad news. Yeah, that bounty hunter is not looking good. We're gonna have to really figure this out real quick. So the best way to do it, I think, is to kill the guy who's doing all the damage to us. But let's definitely get some health back on our friends. I think I'm going to stun him. Maybe that's the way to go, so he can't hit anyone with his rend the marked ability. And yeah, let's just keep on keeping on. So okay, so now we only have these two guys left, and they don't do a lot of damage, but what they do is they are able to blight you quite easily. So yeah, get ready for clouds of blight. Yeah, bad news. Okay. So, yeah, we're all pretty hurt, so I think let's just start healing everybody up again. Let's, yeah, there we go. That's pretty good. And these guys will just continue to assault this creature. And, yeah, they're getting just blighted up the yin-yang, unfortunately. Yeah, you can take that. You can steal that if you wish. Blighted up the yin yang. Enjoy. Okay. Yeah, we have some food here, so I'm just gonna drop this torch and take the money instead because we're done. Yep, we're gonna return to the hamlet. I think now is a good time to get the F out of Dodge. Yeah, things are going pretty good with that. It looks like we made some good money. I don't think we found any busts, though, which is what I'm really after, at least. Oh, no, we did. We found two. Look at that. We love those busts. So we're going to go ahead and return to the hamlet here after finding out. Oh, good. Everybody went in and up in level a little bit. Uh-oh. Shocker. Negative 10 stun resist. That's bad. Oh, plus 15 bleed resist. That's good. Negative 10. That's bad. That's good. So, yeah, we gotta get those things figured out. And let's see what we want to do next, you guys. I think what we want to do first is get people's sort of stress figured out. Oh, and we have an item here. We have two items. Plus 15 healing. I definitely think that Rogue is going to want that plus 15 healing because she's doing a lot of healing. Okay, cool. So, in case you're just joining us, welcome to the Beard Mines. I am Burling's Beard, Ken at Burling's Beard. We're playing Darkest Dungeon, one of my favorite video games, and we have to take some stress away from some of these heroes. I've named a lot of my heroes after X-Men. I have to rename these two guys, or just weird names, Dumpster Fire, Hollywood, like those. Let's see. Gibbard, that's kind of a cool name, but not really. So I think we're going to go with Nightcrawler. Indeed, Kurt Wagner, one of my personal favorite X-Men. And I think then we're going to go with, what do we want, you guys? I'm thinking about an X-Man named with, is there an X-Man with one eye? Do we know any one eye? Oh, Bishop has one eye, I guess, sort of. So we'll go that way. Bishop is a black guy, so yeah, we like that. Perfect. And for Nightcrawler, cool. Yeah, the blue works. We like the blue. Very good. Perfect. All right. So we've got them figured out in terms of names. I want to get Cyclops. He's a God-fearing, so he'll only pray. Let's get that figured out. So he's not as God-fearing. Some God-fearing is good, but maybe leave some of it behind. Okay, let's get Professor X in there. No, we don't want to do any of that stuff just yet. And we're sorted by stress. So Cyclops. Oh yeah, we gotta get you healed up. Let's see if we can get this. Nope, can't upgrade any of this yet either. That's a bummer. But we can at least heal the runs. Yes, let's cure your bout of the runs. Logan will go right back into the pub. He's down for that. Nightcrawler will join him. We like that. Rogue will go to the gambling hall. That makes sense. And Von Richten will go to the brothel. Why not? And Chris Perkins, I'm sorry, you're left out. Actually, I guess CP, we could put you in the penance hall for flagellation, which, makes sense. So there we go. Perfect. Everyone's all set in terms of how much stress they have, but let's go ahead and look. Oh, we have a Hellion and a Jester. I really want to. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah. I can increase to 20. There we go. Now we can have even more heroes on the roster, which is exactly what we want. We want this Hellion, and we want this Jester, and it really is a good idea to have more than one healer, so I'm going to grab her as well. And so now, Quivermont, what the hell? Quivermont? Alright, so instead, I think we're going to go with Quicksilver, indeed, and Quicksilver is sort of a silver. So I think we like this one, at least it's a little sort of silvery. Or is this silvery? No, I think this is silvery. Alright. Quicksilver, looking good. Also, since we have the Jester here, we might as well just throw these dice on him. And we will call him... what should we call him? We'll call him... the Jester on the team would be... I'm going into X-Force now, I guess. But we'll do Cannonball. We like that. Cannonball was a wacky guy. Yeah, that looks like very Cannonball-y. And let's see. I think we're going to name this one after one of the NPCs in my D&D game. Theolite Bringe. Yeah, that works. Maybe we could do something a little bit better here. I was going to do Lightbringer, but I guess I won't fit, so let's do Light Binge. Light Binge. Yeah, that works. That works. Alright. So, we're thinking about going and doing our next mission here, which I think is definitely a good idea. Let's see. I guess what we might want to be doing is getting a good mix now of lower and higher characters. Everyone who goes on this mission will get more virtue. It'll be easier for them to be virtuous. There's only one short adventure, which is what I'd rather go on right now, and I think that's what we're going to do. It's an exploration adventure as well, so a little less dangerous to some degree. Gambit's been very patient, so I think we're just going to go ahead and throw him down there. We have some other first level characters. We definitely want Hollywood in there to be our sort of our main backstop. But what? I thought I changed her name. I guess I didn't. Let's rectify that. Quicksilver is the name. And Quicksilver will also come along. I don't mind pulling the Hellion in front, even though they're 0 level. Actually, I do. Normally, I wouldn't mind putting them in front. They like to be in front more often than not. And I think because it's just a wise, I guess I will bring Banshee instead here because the healing aspect, maybe I'm not so worried about as a short adventure. Maybe I'll just bring some extra food. Because we're exploring, we're not so worried about fighting. Um, it's always good to bring 2 of everything on your missions so that you're. Oh, fuck that fucking guy. In case you didn't know this, I really hate that proprietor. He is terrible. Just think about it. All the money he's getting from all these dead, horrible adventures that just sort of go awry. I don't know. I just can't stand him. And that damn smarmy smile he has on his face. I'm just like, bleh. So, okay. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. We're exploring, so I don't particularly want to do any room battles, so I'd rather just play it safe and just go the direction where there is not a battle. Let's see here. Very good. And let's keep it going. Okay, these guys shouldn't be too bad. I think the first thing we're going to do is we'll just blight one of them, I guess. It resists. That's fine. Still took some damage. I guess the next thing we'll do is just slice one in half. And the next thing we'll do is slice the other one in half. Very good. Perfect. Okay, cool. So remember, when you have the antiquarian in your group, always use the antiquarian to look at things because you'll find some extra money usually. Okay, boom, boom. Let's see what's good in the next room. That was a rhyme. I meant to do that. I promise. Okay, they're all surprised. That's great. So we get sort of a first go at this. I'm going to go ahead and stun these guys. This war drummer, the swine drummer in the back, is no good. He's really great at basically giving stress to the heroes. So if you want to take him out quickly, it's not a bad idea. Just at the similar token, you want to take out the swine wretch as well pretty quickly because they can sicken your heroes, give them different diseases and stuff like that. So that's why I'm happy that I was able to stun both of them there in the back. So I get some actions, and then I'll get another action on top of that before they go, probably. Not the war drummer, unfortunately, the swine drummer. But the good thing is, since he has ongoing damage, he'll just die at the beginning of the next turn, so I don't even need to worry about him anymore. But I do need to worry about this dude vomiting on me and giving me hysterical blindness. That's not fun at all. In fact, that sounds like a terrible thing to happen to you. So let's try and take out that swine nasty thing as quickly as we can. He is blighted. That's good news. Let's see if we can blight him some more. He resists that, unfortunately. Okay. The thing now is we need to get him next to us in ranks as quickly as possible so that we can actually strike him. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get him right near us. Boo. And vomiting more on me, giving me more stress, giving me more shitty shit. Okay. Yeah, let's take him out. Perfect. Okay, so that was good. And, oh, look at that. A bunch of awesome treasure along with it. Okay, let's keep it moving. Scouting isn't going as well as I would hope, but we fought in the East Gallery filled with portraits of our own ancient lineage and criminals of slaughter. Oh, brutal. Trampled journal. Okay. Okay, yeah, interesting. Yeah, I love these little pages. I just think they add so much to the world of the game. Oh, traps. And yes, okay, here we go. Oh, perfect. No one in here either. We're getting super lucky. Oh, this is not lucky. Okay, this is not bad though per se. Ah, that's bad. And this is bad. What's about to happen? Okay. And please don't sicken me with your nasty vomit. Yep, creeping cough. That's bad too. Okay. So let's definitely take this guy out as quickly as possible. Definitely take these guys out if we can. Great, they're blighted. Oh, hook 'em where it hurts so bad. Oh, there's that crit. I knew it was coming. Okay. Yeah, those are like high crit guys, basically. Like, they just do a bunch of damage. Okay. And another Doomsay. Which has like a... Okay, that's good. He dies. Yeah, taking out this guy's like imperative, because he's gonna just continue to give us a ton of stress. So the faster I can just take him out, the better it'll be for everyone in the long run. There we go. Okay, this guy can do damage, but I'm not super worried about him. We'll mop him up pretty quick. He has not a lot of hit points, and we're going to go before him. Yep. So that's basically it. We're good. And we get a ton of nice stuff. Very good. And there's more where that came from. All right. We have to use a holy water on the pile of bones, and we find a bunch of yummy gold. All right. There isn't particularly anything I would like to throw away. I mean, I can do a little bit of healing because we're moving at a pretty good clip. But even so, I think I'm just gonna actually, yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave these behind, unfortunately. Wow, that was fortuitous, I guess, or whatever. And we'll see what the next room brings. No fight. Definitely some scouting, which we definitely would like and need. Oh, no fighting. Oh, perfect. So this is, we don't even want to go over here. We don't care. I don't need to fight. I'd rather just continue moving. Luckily, we have a number of good shovels that let us through here. And crate is empty, unfortunately. Yeah, at this point, we don't even need to use torches anymore, really. Alright, let's see. Maybe she can learn something in a stack of books. Oh, bad effect. Not a good effect. Oh, flawed release? What does that even mean? Oh, on ranged attacks. Okay, well, we don't care about range for her so much. Okay, yeah. Oh, perfect. So, these maggots are not fun. They give you a bunch of, they'll give you stress damage, but they're really weak. So, it's a good thing that we got the surprise jump on them, because now let's just sort of be able to take them out pretty quickly, probably. Let's see, yeah. Very good. And very good. So this one will actually get to go, but we'll see. The Grave Nibble, I just love the name of that attack. Oh, C22 stress, and stressing everybody else out. It's just nasty maggots. But that's it for them, and we found some more treasure, and this should be the end of the dungeon for us. I guess not. Oh, man. Okay, well, do we want to go for the treasure or for the fight? I think we're definitely going to go for the treasure, so I guess we do have to go back there, unfortunately. That's okay, though, because we sort of know that that's where this dungeon was going to end. I really had hoped that it would end in that room previous, but I guess not. And so, obviously, having the scouting really helps one. Okay, cool. Got a torch. Let's see. Oh, there's a trap right there. I think you're good at designing traps. Yes, you are. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to bust out all our torches here. I think we're just going to buff these guys as well. And we're going to go in guns blazing. All right. And they're all surprised. Perfect. That's exactly what we want. Further to that, let's stun both of these guys so that they don't even act on their first round, even being surprised. Next, yeah, let's go ahead and give you some blight damage, and we're going to just focus on you. And yeah, you'll die with the next thing that happens. And cool, you're pretty beat up as well. Awesome. So that was a really great first round for us. And now we're going to be basically just dismantling these guys. I mean, their frontline fighters are almost down. We're going to get vomited on some more, which is not great. But hopefully we don't get too sickened. It takes, obviously, oh, the dodge, that's big time. Only a few people take stress. Excuse me. And I'm not bleeding, so that's good. And I guess at this point, yeah, let's just sort of keep you getting the stress. So next time you take a turn, you'll die. Let's get this drummer started. He's bleeding. There we go. And a crit. Love that. A righteous blow. Whenever I think of righteous, I always think of like surfing. Anyways, I will feast on your heart. If that's not, pretty upfront, I don't know what is. Okay, yeah, we're just basically going to be healing people at this point. I mean, the quest is basically done now. But what I will actually do is continue so that we can open up this treasure chest and just see what's inside of it. Cool. Some really good stuff, actually. We don't need these guys, but we will take this. And with that, we'll get the F out of Dodge. Well done, everybody. We made it successfully through another dungeon, which is great news. And so we're looking pretty good at this point. I am fairly confident that, I mean, I have one hero. I haven't lost a hero yet. I'm fairly confident that I'll be able to keep most heroes alive. I probably just jinxed myself, obviously. But I do get the sense that these heroes will continue. Okay. Ruins Explorer and Ruins Scrounger. We like those things. Okay. Oh, so we've been streaming for just about a little over 3 hours at this point. New quirk, syphilis. What? That's not good. I guess Von Richten going to the brothel wasn't the best idea. Okay, the Man-at-Arms. We do have one here, and we'll give him this fun patch. Do we have more than one Man-at-Arms? I don't think we have more than one. No, we just have the one. And he'll get a +4 dodge, but a minus to stun and move, which is okay. Then let's take a look over here at the stagecoach. Maybe we haven't... Ah, yes, we do. The Abomination. Exactly what I was hoping to find. I love this character. I love this character so much. So I'm going to change his name. Let's see. I love this character class. We're going to call him Weapon X. I know I already have a Logan, but now I have a Weapon X. So there you go. How do you like that? And Weapon X will be in the red. Actually, I think I'm going to have him be in the green. That's fine. Cool. And Weapon X is able to put this guy +30 Blight and Stun. That's good news. Cool. So he's in. Let's take a look at our stress, see who's all stressed, if anybody. Definitely have some stress balls in the group. So let's see if we can do any upgrades here. Not really. So why don't we take care of Banshee first and get rid of this creeping cough. And then Van Richten is also not looking great. Wow, he's a stress ball too. So let's just get rid of that. And now we'll start to try and cure some of this stress. Gambit. We'll definitely pray to the higher power. Actually, no. We'll have Cyclops pray to the higher power. We'll go Gambit. You know him. Oh, what? He won't go. He's sworn off the bar? All right. Then it's brothel time. Okay. McMoira. We'll drink, and so will Hollywood. Drinking buddies. Very good. Okay. So we got all of them looking okay in terms of stress. Let's look at level. We do have some second level characters. We haven't been able to hit third level yet. I'm hoping that we'll be able to do that soon. I'd love to be able to do that soon. That's a short, that's a medium, and that's a medium. I'd rather go short, and we'll bring Professor X, but we want someone else in the front. Logan would be the one that looks like. And then we'll bring Professor X. And then we'll bring Weapon X. Oh, they won't. Well, that makes perfect sense. That Logan and Weapon X won't serve in the same place together. Awesome. Okay. So then I guess instead we're going to grab. I mean, Rogue is obviously key. So we'll grab Rogue, and I guess what we're gonna do is we're gonna take. Yeah, we'll take Chris Perkins. We'll take that Chris Perkins as well. No, actually, sorry, Chris. I think I'm going to change you out for Psylocke. I'll take Psylocke instead. Okay, here we go. It's a short adventure. I'm not that worried about it. I have a healer, so that's good, a main healer. So 8 and 8 is usually what we do, right? It's 8 rations, 8 torches, and then 2 of everything else. The ruins have a reputation for being able to get lost there, so there isn't anything specifically that I should be bringing along. As long as I just have enough gear, that should really be okay. But you know, it's always a crapshoot, so you're never exactly sure what might be happening. Oh my God, though, I hate the guy who's I buy the stuff from. He's the worst, the worst. Anyways, so as the dungeon's loading up, I want to let you guys. I'm looking forward to going to the 20-sided store tonight. I don't know if you're aware of it. It's in Brooklyn, New York, and there's a great Dungeons and Dragons social tonight. We'll be making characters and getting ready for the next campaign that is based around the Yawning Portal, which is just a wonderful, wonderful supplement. I don't know if you guys have had a chance to take a look at it yet, but it has 7 different adventures from D&D history that are all updated for the latest edition, 5th edition, and packaged together in one book. They have adventures from 1st edition and 3rd edition and 4th edition, and no, not 4th edition. It's 1st edition and 3rd edition, and then one D&D Next, which was in between 4th and 5th adventure that they've updated. So I'm sure that would be a lot of fun later tonight, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. Okay, let's see what we got here. These bookshelves, you never know what you're going to find. Sometimes the passages are unsettling, sometimes they're great, sometimes you find a map. It's really a crapshoot, which is kind of cool. Okay, nothing here, but we are getting to scout out a bit more. That's good. Okay, we know room battle is on the horizon. Oh, this is great. This is like the confession booth. Yep, and you get dissolved of a sin, which is awesome. That's great to get rid of one of your quirks, basically. So that's super helpful to just like do away with one of them. Okay, skeletons. We can handle these jabronis. All right, let's start with some good stunning. Yes, we like that. Next, let's definitely get into some sweet knives from Psylocke. We don't like terrifying goblets, but Logan can take a hit and keep going. We'll do some damage to everyone. A bump in the night. Boo. And yeah, let's just go ahead and... Oh, that was bad. I should actually attack the guy who had less health because he hadn't acted yet, and if I would have hit him, he wouldn't have been able to act at all, obviously. But luckily he missed anyways, so it's sort of a wash. And now I just have to mop up the rest of these silly skeletons, which shouldn't be too hard if I could hit them. Let's go ahead and focus fire on the one on the back, though, because he's really the biggest threat right now, since he's able to do stress damage to us. But that's fine. We'll able to take him out. And let's see. Oh, just getting a little bit more hurt than I wanted to here. That's okay, but let's just end this quick, shall we? Shan't we? Shan't we? All right, there it goes. So, oh, look at that. It's got some busts out of it, too. You know I like that. Okay, cool. Big time. Got some food, got some monies, and here we go. Remember, we're only exploring... I'm so stupid. That was like literally right in my face. So sorry about that. I should have caught that. Anyways, I'm just sort of exploring the rooms. I'm not looking for fights right now. Ooh, what does this say? Sebastian's watch was his last. Oh, that's brutal. And her. Oh, okay. That's so awesome. They just add great flavor to the world. Okay. So let's see if we're able to scout from here as well. Nope. Okay, so I'm just going to go this way then. I'd rather do the roundabout than have to retrace my steps. Okay, 3 bugs. That's not too bad. These guys are usually pushovers. Perfect. And perfect. And perfect. Cool. All in all, they didn't even get to attack us. And we got some stuff back. Cool. Okay, so with this one, you're going to want to use Disinfectant on the Iron Maiden to make sure that you find all the goodies. I'm going to continue to burn my torches here, going into new rooms, because I'm hoping I can get some scouting done, but it doesn't. No love. Okay, some more maggots that we can totally take care of. Okay. Yeah, just do it like last time, right? And booyah, awesome. I love it when I don't get attacked. That's great. The only crappy thing about the maggots and whatnot is that they don't usually have any treasures with them. But in this cabinet there are. Okay, cool. I have 1 torch left, which is all I really need. Okay, this looks like the tough fight of the dungeon, which is okay. We'll get it started. I want to stun you because at this point I really don't want to get any more stress on my characters if I can help it. And I'm definitely feeling sort of just taking these guys out as quickly as possible. Okay, that's a miss. Sometimes I say take them out as quickly as possible, like it's something you might not consider you want to do all the time, but you might not want to do it all the time. You might actually want to stall, especially if you have only 1 or 2 sort of enemies left and they're weaker. If you can basically like keep the rounds going so you can use them to buff yourself or heal yourself. That's very helpful. Though after a while, if you do that, your heroes will start to take damage, or rather take stress damage, because the game basically realizes that you're sort of like prolonging the fight, so you can use it as a chance to buff in fight, so that you have better health or better whatever when you get out of the fight and continue having to explore. I don't know. Was that too complex? I felt like that was maybe too complex. Anyways, this looks great. We're just about to, I mean, we could literally explore the rest of this dungeon without any problem, and I probably will do that just to give my characters a little bit more of a chance to find some loot or another journal entry. Hirwell. Hirwell? Or I wonder what, Hirwell? Never seen that written before. King's Wars. Interesting. I never heard of that. Oh, it is. That's a name. Hewell. Okay. Oh yeah, it looks like his friend died. Brutal. Okay. So let's go ahead and go in this last room. see what's up here. We could obviously end, but we're going to continue the adventure because we know what these other rooms basically have in store for us and what these halls have in store for us. It is possible, of course, that some enemies could show up behind us or surprise us or something like that, but I'm fairly confident that that won't be happening. And if you're wondering why I'm moving backwards, I'd rather just go into a hallway and get the things that I need and then go back to the room I originally started in rather than go all the way to the other room and then go all the way back. So it's just easier sort of to reverse course sometimes and head back in the direction that you originally started from. Awesome, we have another one of these guys. This is, like I mentioned, this is a great chance to use your equipment to find loot that you might need. And I'm going to go out on a limb here and hope that that I don't need to eat any more food. I shouldn't because, well, alright, let's see how that goes. Nope, not that well. That's fine. And that's sort of the end of the quest then, and we'll head back in. Very good, everyone. That went very, very smoothly. It was pretty painless, actually. So, now that we are... now that we've been successful in this endeavor, we will see what kind of treasure we're getting. Oh, Professor X did not go up to 3rd level. I really thought he might, but he gets the creeping cough on this, which is terrible. We need to get rid of it. Natural swing plus... Okay, that's cool. Okay. Plus 5 attack. That's pretty good. I think we're going to be ending the stream here pretty soon. It's been a really interesting sort of first test for this. I hope everyone has been enjoying it who has tuned in and listened. Thank you all so much for those of you who have. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll be doing definitely some more Darkest Dungeon, and I probably will get into... I'm thinking some... I'm thinking we'll probably get into some of the Shadowrun game. Ooh, plus 30 stun, but only for the Plague Doctor. Gambit has some stuff going on already. We have another Plague Doctor, didn't we? Yeah, I grabbed Dumpster Fire as well, who in fact does do stun. Yes, so let's give Dumpster Fire this thing to help him stun people, this Witch's Vial. Cool. So I've got some equipment going on there. Oh, look at that. The Nomad Wagon is open to us. We can buy equipment now. Oh, and sweet. The Survivalist tent is open to us as well, which is exactly what we want. We definitely want to get more camping skills. We've seen all these characters before. We don't really have any room on our roster right now, so we won't be taking any new applications, as it were. But let's definitely sort by stress so we can see who's the most stressed out. We're going to go ahead and move Professor X into the medical ward to get rid of his creeping cough. And I think we're just going to, no, not Logan, but we're going to place someone else who's a little higher level, maybe a Gambit, and just see what he's got. Fear of Beasts, Mercurial, warns phobia, in town will never drink. Let's get rid of the Fear of Beasts, because that's pretty bad news if you run into beasts. And now, let's get our buddies. Logan will not do any of that. Neither will Psylocke. Rogue will pray to a higher power. Banshee will flagellate himself. Let's see, can I... well, I guess we'll upgrade those guys at least a little bit. Let's go ahead and head... We've already been to the medical ward. Let's go to the bar. Yes, Logan is always ready to drink. Very good. Psylocke doesn't need anything. Cyclops will join Logan and they will drink. And Quicksilver might as well go to the gambling hall to get rid of that last bit. Okay. We're feeling pretty good about our heroes. The town is even starting to look a little bit better. The stagecoach definitely looks better than when we first came to town. And so does the tavern. The abbey's being rebuilt, so we're happy about these things. Let's see, we have, yeah, we can't really get, let's see, if we sort by level, even if sorting by level, I don't have any level 2s who are really ready to go. Okay, so I'll take Psylocke out and just sort by level. And I think we're gonna, oh, what's this? Ooh, kill the Necromancer's Apprentice. That's cool. We like that. We definitely want to do that. But that might be something more for tomorrow. Short, short, short. We do want to do some short battles. So we've got Weapon X ready. Got Bishop ready. I mean, we could roll up in here. Van Richten still needs to get out. Yeah, I know that you want to go out Beast. Yes, of course. Okay, so maybe that's what we'll do then. We'll go ahead and go boom, 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 and who do we want in that fourth position? I think it will in fact be Magneto. Cool, so this is what we're looking at. Oh, I hate this guy. I hate you. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a short one. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll do. So in case this is unclear, I'm just setting this up. We'll go ahead and get back into the game tomorrow, where we'll be heading into the Weald. So, thanks everybody for listening to the stream. I definitely appreciate it. We'll pick up in the Weald tomorrow with our Darkest Dungeon game. And definitely please check me out on Twitter, Instagram. I have a blog as well. But if I don't see you around there, I'll hopefully see you around here. So everyone have a good one, and thanks again so much for tuning in, and we'll catch up with everybody a little bit later. Have a good rest of your day, and we'll talk tomorrow. Later.